Okay, hi everyone. So our topic today is the syllabus. So we continue our discussion last week about the syllabus. Okay, so what is actually a syllabus? So last week we have discussed that syllabus is a document which says what will or at least what should be learned, right? Okay, so a syllabus will tell you the materials that will be learned in a particular program. So it tells you a lot about the topics, from the meeting one up to the last meeting when you are teaching a particular class or when you are teaching in a particular ESP program. So I think every teacher will always have the syllabus. Okay? Now, there are actually several types of syllabus in ESP. So number one, evaluation syllabus. Second, the organizational syllabus. And then the materials syllabus, the teacher syllabus, classroom syllabus, and the learner syllabus. Okay, let's see all of them one by one. Okay, number one, the evaluation syllabus, or I call it ES, evaluation syllabus. So again, number one, syllabus is a statement of what is to be learned. And then this is the most familiar syllabus used by the teacher, and it is usually handed down by the minister or the regulating bodies. So this stating what the successful learner will know by the end of the course. And then it also puts on records the basis on which success or failure will be evaluated. So that is why the syllabus is called evaluation syllabus. So again, sometimes if we are teaching at schools, we get the syllabus from the Ministry of Education. It is already there, and then usually you will read a statement like, at the end of the course, the students are expected to be able, or in bahasa we say, pada akhir pembelajaran siswa diharapkan dapat atau mampu bla bla bla, begitu ya. So how can you measure the student success or failure? So the evaluation procedures is also stated in the syllabus. That's why you know how to evaluate the students' learning result. So again, this is why the syllabus is called evaluation syllabus. It tells you how to evaluate students' learning result or achievement. Okay? Okay, now we are moving to the second type of syllabus, the organizational syllabus. So a syllabus can state the order in which it is to be learned. Of course, the first syllabus, evaluation syllabus, also fulfills this role. However, for this one, OS, organizational syllabus, I think you are very familiar, right? When you are opening a book, then you see the table of content, right? So for a table of content in a book tells you the materials from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, up to the last chapter, right? So this is called organizational syllabus, the guideline for you to teach from the beginning to the end, from word to word. Okay? Why do we have organizational syllabus? Because sometimes we need to think, what is more easily learned? What is more fundamental to learning? Are some items needed in order to learn other items? What is more useful in classrooms? Sometimes we organize the material from the simplest one to the most complex, right? Like us in ESP, before I teach unit analysis, I introduce you like the definition of ESP first, and then the history, the development, right? And then we move to needs analysis, how to conduct that, and after we get the data, how can we develop the course? yeah. So we have course design. So one by one, every topic, yeah, will have the link or relationship with the other topics. So we try to organize these topics, okay, so that they are more understandable for students. So this is called organizational syllabus. Next, number 3, we have material syllabus, or I call it MS. So ES and OS are called pure syllabuses. They are quite straightforward, tell you what to teach. But then, those two syllabus didn't say how learning will be achieved. So the first person to interpret the syllabus is the material writer. So in writing the materials, the author need to add, yeah, more assumption about the nature of language, language learning, and also language use. What does that mean? So in material syllabus, the author needs to decide the context in which the language will appear. So if we are teaching the sentence, how do you do? And also, how are you? So as a language material writer, you need to explain when students can use how do you do, and when the students have to use how are you. So you provide the context, okay? So additional information or additional material should be available there. And then the relative weightings and integration of skills. So we also need to think about the weightings, yeah, the weight. So the portion of a particular material in comparison to the portion of the other materials, and how the skills can be integrated: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And then also you need to consider the number and the type of exercises and the degree of recycling or revision. Okay, next we are going to talk about the teacher syllabus, or I call it TS. So this is the second stage of syllabus interpretation. Yeah, in the second stage of syllabus interpretation, you need to pay attention to the role of the teacher. So if the syllabus is already available, then actually the teacher can influence the clarity, intensity, frequency of any item, and thereby affect the image that the learners receive. So if I teach you, for example, a procedure text or a descriptive text, and other people also teaches you descriptive text, or other people teach you also descriptive text, I think the way both of us explain will be different. Yeah, perhaps in some aspects I can teach you clearly, but for the other aspect, the other teacher is much clearer than me, for example. Okay, so the kind of variability will inevitably affect the degree of learning. So teacher will always influence how the material is being understood by the learners. Okay, or if I teach in different classroom, I think the understanding will also be different from your understanding in this class. So teacher always influence, yeah, how the material is received by the students. Next, number 5, the classroom syllabus. So it is interesting to know that what is planned and what is actually happening in a lesson is two different things. The plan and the reality sometimes is not the same, right? So a lesson is a communicative event which is created by interaction of a number of forces. Yeah, classroom also creates conditions which affect the nature of a planned lesson. Sometimes there are extraneous factors. Sometimes we hear unexpected noise from outside of the classroom. Sometimes we feel the hot weather, right? Sometimes there are a lot of interruptions. Sometimes there are latecomers, yeah, late students, visitors, yeah, and there are sometimes many administrative matters that the teacher need to deal with, right? And the extraneous factors can also come from Okay, sorry, let me continue. So sometimes the extraneous factors can come from the students, yeah, from the students in the classroom. So it may come from the learners. So yeah, we never know what may happen in a classroom, right? So classroom is very dynamic. So classroom is also an interactive interaction which affects the nature of both what is taught and what is learned. So the situation from today may be different from the situation which will happen in the next week session, for example. And to this situation will also perhaps is different from the situation we experienced last week, right? So there are a lot of dynamics in a classroom. Sometimes you are very enthusiastic, sometimes I'm very enthusiastic, sometimes you are not, and sometimes I'm not. Okay, so the situation in the classroom can affect how we can really understand the materials. Okay, next we go to learner syllabus. So the previous syllabuses are called external syllabus. So the learners might participate in their creation, but they are external to the learner. Yeah. So for the learner syllabus, we call this as internal syllabus. So syllabus number 1 up to 5 are external syllabus, very external to the students. But for this one, this is an internal syllabus. So learner syllabus is the network of knowledge that develops in the learner's brain and which enables the learner to comprehend and store the later knowledge. So I think in the past I have explained that in our mind, in our brain, there are a lot of networkings, yeah, networks about the knowledge, yeah. Okay, so there is a noise from outside of my house. Sorry if you hear that. Okay, so our brain is full of networks of knowledge. You know, like vocabulary, you know, grammar, you know, some pronunciation rules, and they are interrelated and support you to really master English, right? Okay, so we continue the discussion on learner syllabus. So learner syllabus faces opposite direction. It is a retrospective record of what has been learned rather than a prospective plan of what will be learned. So what is in learner syllabus will have a crucial importance on whether and how future knowledge is learned. Okay, so if syllabus number 1 up to 5 talk about what will be learned, so learner syllabus will be in the direction contradicting syllabus number 1 up to number 5. They are in a contrary. So if number 1 and up to number 5 talk about what will be learned, so number 6 here, learner syllabus, talk about what has been learned by the learners. What do you know already about ESP? Not what we are going to talk in ESP. So they are two different point of view. Yeah. So this syllabus is quite different in the way that it looks more on what has been learned by the learners, not what will be learned by the learners. Okay, I hope you understand this explanation. And yes, we come to the task. I think you can read again the slides that I share, and your task is to deal with this instruction. Yeah, number 1, please share your opinions about those types of syllabus. Yeah, syllabus number 1 up to 6, tell me your opinions, and then please decide which type of syllabus that you are going to design or develop for your ESP courses, and then give the reasons why you select that particular syllabus type. So please choose among the 6 syllabus type. You can choose 1, 2, yeah, or syllabus 5, but tell me the reason why you are choosing that type of syllabus. I think we can stop up to this. We can continue the next materials in the next session. Thank you very much.